Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids. I'm not physically with him anymore. YST. You're in a
Uh,
different country again. What happened?
I flew home, had a bit of sleep, feeling a bit revitalized. It was a cool trip. Missing Willow as well.
Oh yeah, she misses you too. And we were minding another dog, Tia, and she
Do you
went
know?
home. What?
Do you know what's crazy?
What?
Like, I say that I miss Willow, but she's all over the clothes that I've not washed yet. Hair
Oh
everywhere.
no. Yeah.
It's
No,
literally crazy.
my girlfriend was like, "Oh God, I didn't clean the bed before YST slept in the guest room. It was really hairy from the dog as well."
It
So
was all in my hair, and I was like, am I growing hair here? Am I turning into a dog?
yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that. It's all part of the nub
Uh,
house experience. But for today's video, what I want to do is chat about kind of new features that we want to see in the game. So we're not talking about like make the marketplace better or something like that. Let's talk about kind of brand new things. I've been quite inspired. I've started another couple of channels in the last couple of days. Actually, let me pimp those. You don't mind if I pimp them out, do you, YST? Well, it's happening anyway.
Alays even blacked me out for this one.
Wait, did I
Hello,
oh my
everyone.
god, I didn't
Nubkeks
mean to
here.
do that.
Welcome back to
I'm in a
Nubraids.
new
In
game.
today's video. Oh my god, I'm sorry. That's hilarious. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. You're back. We're good. But yeah, look at this. I've got 2 subs on the AFK Journey channel. 2. Insane.
hmm
But yeah, if you guys want to check them out, they are there. One's for Honkai Star Rail, one's for AFK Journey, which I've done a couple sponsored videos on. So yeah, I just thought I'd pimp that out so you guys know it's there. I put some new sections in the Discord server as well. Again, you can find the
Nice.
Discord links in the description if you guys want to chat about those games, because I'm enjoying playing them at the moment. But we'll see. They've got some cool features though, man. I'll tell you, they've got some cool things. So yeah, and you've got your own a few things you would like to see in the game as well. Do you want to kick us off with something new that you would like to see come in 2024?
Well, I think like just as a little one of my favorite things, and I've seen that before we started recording, you're very into this as well.
Hmm.
It's kind of adding the foundations to the friends list, right? Like
Ooh,
the
yes.
friends element in this game. So I'm sure we'll speak about a few topics, but the first one I'll start off with would be live arena invite modes and special tournaments. And I feel like, we've got the live arena mechanic in the game. I know it's not for everybody,
Hmm.
but I feel like even at the very least, having a feature where you can invite friends in game to battle against each other, just like to test stuff out. It doesn't have to be for any rewards or anything, just like a fun element to the game. I think it'll be really, really cool for community engagement, Facebooks and Discord groups. It'll be great for content creation as well, battling some of the content creators out there. It'll be great to bring viewers on, right? Like have
Yeah.
some fun little tournaments. So I feel like because it's already existing, it could just be an extra mode added to an existing content just to spice up a bit.
Yeah,
Thought it'd be cool.
100%. I think that's a cool idea. I would I can jump on both sides of that. Will I jump on the friend side or will I jump on the live arena side? What do you want to hear me waffle about first?
You go for the friend side.
Friends side. Okay, let me go
Yeah.
for friends. It's actually that's something that really stands out to me now. Honestly, in both AFK Journey and in Honkai Star Rail, like one of the first things you do when you play that game is you've got a friends list and you add friends, and there's stuff that you get from being friends with people. So you've got this huge social element that's completely missing in Raid. Like,
hmm
I was chatting to someone and they're like, wait, you play Honkai Star Rail? No way, I play Honkai. Here's my code. And I get them as a friend. And then there's actually a support feature in that game where you can pick 3 of your champions and you put them up. And then not for like the really hard content, like not
hmm
for the super hard stuff, but for your typical like basically dungeon equivalents or campaign or whatever, I can actually borrow one of their champions. And it can be someone I don't have in my account. And I can borrow them and I can actually play with their champion on my team. And like they
Ooh.
get some like silver equivalent, they get credits for doing it. So they get something out of it.
So
I get to play
is
with these
it
other champs.
is it like a limited time thing? So you get it for like a certain amount of time,
No.
or do you just get to permanently just use one of their
So
champions?
in Honkai Star Rail, it's like
Yeah.
unlimited. You can just use them as much as you want.
Okay.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy. And like so I can play with almost any champion in the game because I've got all my friends and
Yeah.
they can all put up their different ones. So yeah, now
I
you
guess
can't
they
use
could.
it. You can't use it in the really hard stuff. So like you couldn't use it in like maybe you could use it for Hydra, but it wouldn't count for Hydra Clash or something. So
hmm
like okay, that's fine. Um yeah, or like maybe maybe it just wouldn't work for the clan bosses, but it'd be like,
hmm
yeah, screw it for the dungeons. You can just borrow someone's champion. go for it.
Yeah,
Maybe
it
for
could
raid, because
be.
raid's more hardcore. Maybe yeah, you would have it limited. Like okay, I can borrow their champ for like 3 runs a day. So it's
Hmm.
not like I actually do have to build my own dungeon team, but
Yeah.
um, yeah, I think it's a really cool feature that to promote. It just promote people being friends. It makes the game more fun. It's pretty cool. I'm like, yeah, oh, great. I
Yeah.
can't wait to use their character because theirs is sick for this thing. Yeah, let's go. No,
No, it would be pretty cool. I think like in Raid, it could add to that catch-up mechanic as well, right? Because so
yeah.
much has come out since the release of this game, and even if it was like a limited one, where maybe once a week for one day or whatever it may be, I'm just thinking hypotheticals. Like you get one of these champions, you still got the gear on your account, so it's not completely busted. You can't just overpower everything. And
Mm.
maybe be a Doom Tower boss that you might be stuck with, or like some of the Nightmare campaign to just speed through it. There could be so many ways that it could be used to the player's advantage. So yeah, I'd be on board with some theme like that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'll say something I would love to see as well tied into it would be possibly some sort of achievement system in game. But imagine I had my profile, like you come add me as a friend, and
Hmm.
then I could maybe display some teams. I'd be like, this is like my favorite Hydra team, or maybe it does show my recent Hydra teams, my recent dungeon teams. Like you could actually
Hmm.
see what I'm doing on my account, and yeah, again, just more motivation to be like, oh yeah, I've got a cool profile, and people can actually check it out and learn from it and copy it or make fun of it,
Yeah.
whatever. Something like that could be
No,
sick
it's
as
yeah,
well.
100%. Like a visit profile feature is definitely
Mm.
really cool as well. Like I've been playing another game called Dragonair. Like
Oh yeah,
not
yeah.
even like without being sponsored or anything. Like I just enjoy the game on the side.
Mm.
And there's some areas like there's an area called Temporal Vortex. I've not like completely gone super far into the game,
Yeah.
but in that area
It's like
is
clan
actually
boss
like
basically, right?
yeah, it's like real players in real time just standing there, and you can like click their picture, see what kind of achievements they've done. Like I've beat this boss, I've done this, I've done this, and it's just a cool little thing, right? Like see
Mm.
what everyone's getting up to in your friends list, and maybe it doesn't have to be like super in depth, like oh I use this team in this dungeon and beat in this time, but just
Mm.
like an overall similar. If you click onto the clan right now, on Raid,
Yeah.
you see how we've got that page with like that one there,
This
the
one, yeah.
clan achievements, maybe like a personal achievements, right? And it
Yeah.
can just be colored according to what those players have done, or maybe their most used champions, similar to that thing that they do for the 5th anniversary, where we get to see, oh, this is their four main used champions in their
Yeah.
account, or little
Oh,
features like that, right? Could be definitely doable.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, that'd be so cool. So yeah, there's so much stuff there that they could put in
Hmm.
that could be kind of game changing. Um, I feel like it's something that could happen as well, right? It could
Hmm.
happen. We'll see. We'll see. One
Yeah.
that I want to throw out. I mean, especially now that we've seen this 4th anniversary thing, like the whole skin for the Bastion. Uh, maybe some customization, like for the Bastion. That could be kind of cool. Like
Hmm.
we get avatars and stuff, and that's nice, but it'd be kind of fun if you could collect things for like again, imagine like a tournament or something, and you do well, and oh, I got a new look for the marketplace, right? Just small stuff,
Yeah.
but kind of fun stuff to just customize the look and the experience. Um, yeah, of the stuff in game, like skins in effect, but for just parts of the game. I don't know.
So like a personalize your own Bastion in a sense, and you can
Yeah.
like,
Hmm.
yeah, I'm a big fan of cosmetics in games. It's like one of the things that drives me in other games to, you know,
Yeah.
like to customize your character. It's the reason why I go for avatars in this game, because there's not really anything else to go for, right? It's just skins or
Yeah.
avatars. So having a
Yeah.
little thing here and there, some emblems, or even having like your clan crest somewhere, like over going over the Great Hall,
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, yeah. If there was like
yeah,
yeah,
right
if the
there, you
banners
can have
were,
your clan crest could be there. Be
yeah.
pretty cool.
Y-
There's many things they could do, because it's obviously it's in game. You can see that like we got Gallic whacking up drums, and it's add little things in there for sure.
Yeah, interesting. All right, what else? You got anything else that you want to see?
Actually, going off the back of the friends thing, a little
Hmm.
bit different, but if we go back into the clan section, we've got clan quest, right?
Yep.
And is I feel like for a clan, to me anyway, as a player, it should have some sort of theme of we are working together to complete something. And at the
Mm.
moment, clan quest is more pick your own quest, do it in your own time, and it goes towards ranking up your clan. So in
Yeah.
essence, it is. But I would love to see some form of universal quest where your clan works together every single week towards a goal, whether that be like deal a certain amount of damage to the clan boss, deal this much damage to a hydra. Then at the end of the week, even if it's something like an ancient or a void shard, doesn't have to be something crazy, but just something that can go up over time.
Mm.
And as a clan, it just gives that feeling of we did this together, other than you did this and I did that, and he stole my quest. How dare you?
Yeah. Oh man, the
Yeah.
the clan quest drama. That's doesn't happen in
It's
my
a
clan ever, but
yeah.
it's happened in previous clans, and that's cringy for sure.
I get the feeling on my free to play sometimes. I'm like, oh, like because there's only probably about 2 or 3 elite quests that I could even do,
Even do,
like
yeah,
complete.
yeah.
And when they're gone, I'm like, that's it. It's another basic week for me.
Yeah,
So,
like there's some of these things, it's
yeah.
just no one's even taking them in our clan. It's like, no, it's not happening. Yeah, that's a good point. For this
No,
idea of like the sort of universal clan quest, would you have it be just sort of a randomized thing each week that'd be different for every clan? Be like,
I
oh, our
think
clan got the
randomized
dragon this week.
randomized could work for sure.
Mm,
But even if we just go into like the information on your clan there, you see how
yeah,
we've got all these achievements, right?
yeah.
These things are purely cosmetic. Like obviously you rank up your clan shop, which is one feature, but we didn't
Hmm.
ever get any milestones for beating any of these things, right? Like 20 out of 20
Yeah.
is a massive achievement. So even if it was just something like maybe a separate page like this, where if you do this up to the certain levels, every time you complete that,
Hmm.
then whatever. But I don't know. But I think yeah, maybe an alternated system could work for sure. Like maybe slay the dragon 200 times this week as a clan. If everyone does 10 battles each a week, you're
Yeah.
sorted, and you get yourself an ancient shard or something.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like a little extra incentive to farm stuff in the game, right?
Yeah, that would be cool. I wonder if they could do. I don't know if they have this in Dragonair, but in AFK Journey they have like a clan hall. I don't know if there's much customization, but it's still like an area where you can go in and your
Yeah.
other clan members can be running around. That obviously wouldn't translate to raid because you don't run around in raid, right? Like you don't have a character.
Yeah.
But like in that game, you've got your own character, which is very customizable, and you can be running around and see each other in the clan hall. I don't know how customizable
I
the hall
believe
is, but it'd
it
be a
was
cool thing.
I was never actually in a clan until this season anyway. So I've
Mm.
actually just started playing properly in the past few weeks.
Right.
But from what I've seen so far, there's like an alliance hall, and then when
Oh,
you do
there's
stuff like deal certain damage or whatever, you get like a different currency, which you could then spend on items in the alliance hall. So you could
right.
buy like maybe like a summon or a bit of energy, whatever that may be. But
Yeah.
there's just a few
So
goodies to buy with that currency if
so
you if
it's
you
like
actually do
clan
stuff.
gold then, right? Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
very similar, I would say.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It'd be cool to have like a physical area, but I don't know if that would work in raid. Whereas I'm
Honestly,
like,
even the clan gold, right? That could even be a feature, a part of the accumulative quest. Like,
yeah,
if you do
yeah.
this in a week, get
Hmm.
some clan gold. Like, it could be like an extra bonus to what you do with your weekly
Yeah.
personal. So
Uh,
it'll be like personal and team quests.
yeah. I don't know about you, but I remember people raging so hard that you didn't get enough clan gold. And like, I've got so much clan gold, man. I can't even spend it. Like, I mean, I could
Yeah,
spend it, but like, there's nothing good to spend it on. I don't know. Not
yeah.
enough.
I personally wait for energy. I
Yeah,
wait
I get
for
the
void
energy.
shards, and I buy like some of the accessories and stuff. But
Yeah.
obviously, if you go and you just buy up everything, obviously you're probably going to be broke, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah. Like
if it's
I could
yeah.
buy what, like a five, was it 5 or 4 star? A 5 star chicken for 3,000 coins, but like I'm
Yeah,
not
see, I
gonna do
wouldn't be,
this.
but yeah.
Worthless, but yeah. Um that's a funny one. Uh all right. You I wanted to ask you, you had an idea when we were over here. You were telling me about creator codes. I was wondering if you would explain a bit about that and what that means, because it's something we don't have here.
In some other games that I've seen, I'm not entirely sure the percentages or how it works or anything like that.
Mm,
But from games like Fortnite, like I played in the past and stuff like that, these creators have their own creator codes, right? So if you go on the left there, you've got promo codes.
yeah.
So let's just say someone spends in this game or even just playtime. I'm not sure how exactly it works, but you'd directly be supporting your favorite creators by being linked to a creator code, right? So if
Ooh.
you was to type in nub
Ooh.
rates and then you might
Oh,
get like a kickback of 0.5%, I don't know, but
yeah.
it's like an
Ooh.
incentive to support creators through a code. And I was thinking like in raid it could work, but would they ever do it? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Man, think of
It's a
how
gray
much money
area.
we would make. Holy shit. Like even if you got like imagine like 1% of all your viewers' expenditure. Like that would be that's like running 100 channels or something. Like that's
Yeah,
crazy.
it is pretty bonkers. But even if it was like a tiny, tiny percentage, could be a really cool incentive
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
creators out there.
That's a cool
Um,
thing. Yeah. That's
yeah,
a fun that's more for us. So I didn't yeah, that's more for us, but that would
it's
be
like a
nice.
it's like a little sneaky personal plug. Like, rate, come
Sneak that
on.
in there, right? Sneak it in. Give us some money.
No, but have you ever seen games that do that? Because I've definitely seen like a few creator code driven games in the communities and stuff.
I've heard of it a bit, but I've not been in any games I've personally played, or at
Okay.
least not that I knew about anyway. Yeah.
Hmm.
I was actually thinking, what's funny is that how I got into Raid originally was we're doing sponsored videos for them. I think I'm
Yeah.
now at the point where I've actually spent more money in the game now than what they paid me for those sponsored videos at this point. It took like 3 years,
Yeah.
but we got there. I thought that was
Yeah.
funny.
Do you know how I actually thought of that, right? Because
Mm,
weirdly, my wife came up to me. Like,
yeah.
she doesn't even play games like that. She was like, "Oh, do you guys have like a creator code?" I was thinking, yo, that's a brilliant idea.
Why?
Why did
Why?
I think of
Your wife is
Yeah.
like thinking of getting a nice new handbag or something,
Yeah,
redoing the
look, I
kitchen.
think what I think
She's like, oh,
I think what it was is her little brother actually plays Raid because of me, and
oh
he was
right,
like,
yeah,
"Oh, I think he plays Fortnite," and he was like, "Oh, what's his creator code?" So
ah,
I was like, "Do you know what I mean?" I was like, "Oh, we don't have creator codes in this game," but it did
yeah,
drive it in my mind, like, "Oh,
yeah,
yeah."
that would be cool. I like that. Yeah, that would be very, very cool. Right, interesting. I'll throw out another one because you were saying that this is something you would like to build on it for live arena and that idea of having more sort of themed tournaments. I think it could even be
Hmm.
cool. It's something that Raid has that other games don't have, which is actually a pretty robust PvP system, right? Like, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
playing Honkai Star Rail. There's no PvP. There's nothing, right? It's purely PvE. Raid, especially with the live arena, it's got a pretty good PvP system. It doesn't have any like seasons though, like which is something that has been in other games I played, like League of Legends.
Hmm.
Did a lot of Heroes of the Storm in the past. I mean, even World of Warcraft has like seasons to PvP, where like there's a ladder that you climb up in the season. There could either be a hard reset where everyone goes back to the same point and starts again at the end, or a soft
Hmm.
reset where it like will just reset you a little bit. And then like you climb up a little bit at least again in the new season, but there's like substantial rewards. Like maybe there's a cool skin
Hmm.
at the end. Like there could be like a cool Arbiter skin, or like I don't know, something like cool Romantu skin, like for this season. And there'll be something the next season, or
Yeah.
avatars, maybe some shards and some stuff along the way as well, right? That there's rewards. It's a seasonal thing. Every new season is a new chance to compete, and you could even have special rules, like I don't know, this season it's epics only or something like that.
Yeah.
Just mix it up. That'll be a fun thing, like an optional thing, obviously. And it should have the brackets so that people could still compete, even if you're not a spender, because that would be the concern. But I think that'd be cool. It's something that Raid
Hmm.
could build on that I think a lot of other gotcha games just don't have. Yeah,
Hmm. No, it's definitely there. Like Live Arena has so much potential.
yeah, yeah.
Like I would for me personally, I feel like Live Arena can't be affected in this basic form because of the Marius quest or
Right.
people's grinds, or do you know if you get kicked back all the way down, how are you
Oh
gonna
yeah.
matchmake? Because even for me as on the free to play, I'm
Hmm.
feeling it in gold 1 and gold 2, and I'm like, I can beat single player teams, but I can't physically beat full teams because of how much power and leverage they got over my compositions. So what you was actually saying there is actually a great idea because you've now got live arena, but then it's all about the sub modes. If you want to go into seasonal one, that's available. If you
Hmm.
want to do like a special timed ogre and tribes only 1 week limited tournament,
Yeah.
like these. Imagine how cool that'd be, and then it would kind of give our duplicate champions a use outside of faction wars or whatever that may be, or faction guardians. Because right now epic champions just feel like I'm never picking them up anymore. And that could actually lead back to like another discussion for like the power creep and epic empowerment. I know that's
Mm.
something you spoke about in the past, but giving these champions a usage and a reason to build them in certain for like a live arena special tournament.
Yeah.
I definitely personally like to see that anyway.
Yeah, but I thought that, yeah, that's sort of my feeling. It's like, and it wouldn't be something that's up all the time, but maybe just like
Yeah.
occasional things like that, so that yeah, you'd be going, oh, okay, my old epics, I get to bust those out again and like gear them up. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Mix it
imagine
up.
like building up a siege or a siege choke, and you're good. It's not
Yeah,
like
yeah,
all like the top of the top of the top all the time, right?
yeah. I mean, because like realistically for live arena, and it's sort of just a problem because with gearing in the, or not a problem, but it's a result of how gear works in the game. Is that for me in live arena, like I've got I don't know, maybe 10 champions I actually use. And then
Hmm.
there's a few more that are built up for super niche. but it's mostly the same champs every fight, every time, because I only have so much good gear, so I can only gear so many champions to be competitive, and then some are just better. So it's like I'm picking Sifi every fight if I can. Like it's just it doesn't really change. No matter what they pick,
it doesn't change.
It doesn't really change. Like I'm always picking White King Narses pretty much no matter what. It doesn't really change.
And the exact same. It's like when I got into gold, I was like, oh, they took my Harima. I was like, oh, I'll just choose Harima as well. And I was like, oh, damn, I forgot. You can't even choose what they chose. I was there scrambling for another champion because I've indexed all of my best gear into these 1 or 2 champions, right?
Yeah.
So if they choose Sun Wukong and Harima off the bat, I'm going to be hitting them with Death Knights because there's no more gear anywhere.
Yeah.
So
need to build up like Tolf the Maimed. No one will ever ban or pick him, and he can have your best gear and win every time. Or lose every time, actually, probably with Tolf, to be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. You know what? Do you have a final idea? Want to take us out with a final idea or 2 related ones?
I guess I got like a double. I guess
double. Okay.
So I'd say new Doom Tower boss / rotation. I feel like is a little bit needed, and the reason why I say that is for players out there that want lethal gear, you have to wait every 3 months for that rotation, right? And it's tedious. Like like every 3 months is crazy. So what I'm suggesting is a 4th rotation with maybe 1 or 2 extra Doom Tower bosses, even 1 if it's too much for 2. And in that one, I would like to see a blend of some of the most popular Doom Tower bosses to farm for gear. So like the Dark Phase, probably the most one, maybe the Griffin for Guardian gear, and just give players that flexibility to farm for an extra month of something they hold to high regards in this game. Could be a pretty cool idea.
That was a cool idea. You know what? I'm going to build on your idea. I'm going to say a Doom Tower, but like a different version of Doom Tower. Nightmare Doom Tower. It's just ridiculously hard, but you only do it once. Might be kind of crazy.
Champion as the milestone reward.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, exactly. Maybe it gives you like a full champion. Like it gives you something. It gives really good stuff, but you only do it once. But it's really, really hard, and you have to put in a lot of time to build a team. It's just like the super hardest versions of just the existing boss. Like it's not even coming up necessarily in this with new stuff. Just like put in really hard versions. You need a crazy team.
So a one-time clear, not like all the time. It's just a one, beat it and it's finished.
It's not a farm thing. It's just do it once.
Nightmare.
I was thinking that with the Cursed City, right? Like Cursed City was kind of fun, but then it also gets a bit tedious when you're doing it all the time.
Like, how many Doom Tower bosses are there? Can you recall? Is it 8? 9?
Probably 8. Yeah.
I feel like it's 8.
So I think it's 4 plus 2 plus 2. So I think it's 8.
That could be a very good idea, because what they could do is have that final Doom Tower crazy stages to be every single Doom Tower boss we've ever faced.
Yeah.
So like first floor Bommel, second floor Doom Tower, not Dark Fae, and then every single one, but the hardest version of every single boss. That could be a really tough task, man. It'd be cool, man.
Yeah. Just like I might not do it because they probably, I don't know, maybe they don't want like a once-off challenge, but it might be just kind of fun and track your progress in your account. Like, oh, how far am I in like the Nightmare Doom Tower? That'd be interesting. Anyway, look. There we go. There's a few ideas, guys. Let us know what you think, and let us know if you have any ideas or things to add on. What do you want to see in Raid in 2024? Are there any big new features that would make the game just a lot more enjoyable for you? Right? Not like small changes to existing things. Big changes. Let us know. YST, thank you for joining me today over the internet, not in person. I miss you here. I'm like, where's my YST?
I missed that chair, man. I need to get one. I'm gonna have to go get a mortgage out.
Yeah. YST stole my girlfriend's. She has a Herman Miller Aeron chair. She's got a fancy. Man. I need to get a fancy one. She's got a fancy one. You were loving it.
I was loving it. I'm missing it. Next time I come, I'm stealing it.
Oh man. All right. Anything you want to say then before we go?
No, just appreciate having me on.
All
ton of fun as always.
Cool. What? Well, guys, find the link in the description. We're going to be jumping over and doing a collab. I don't know what it is yet. We're doing a fun collab over on YST's channel.
It's basically going to be about, I guess I could tell you now.
Oh.
We're going to be speaking about all the free champions in Raid Shadow Legends. So excluding like guaranteed legendaries and fusions, just all the Doom Tower / free daily login champions.
Right.
And where we feel they sit in the game when you actually get them. And I feel like it's a topic that's not been spoken about. So it'll be a cool one.
Okay, I like it. All right, we'll see you guys for that. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.